Isn't it amazing how the human race is essentially limitless to the point that the amount of excuses that we can come up with are limitless? We could literally become anything we want in this life. Anything. It's not like we're a tree stuck in one spot. But the funny thing with trees is that although they are stuck in one physical location, they reach their fullest potential. You never hear of a tree growing half as high. Human beings, on the other hand, we're limitless in nature. We could become anything we wanted to. In fact, whatever you want to become is essentially your purpose here on earth. That way, you and your soul can find fulfillment. You could say, I want to become this and that. And what pops up straight after you think of that humongous coveted goal? What pops up are excuses, procrastination. We are limitless to the point we trip on limits. Procrastination could pop up, oh, I'll start tomorrow. Interesting. There's only so many tomorrows though. But one thing for certain would be the law of polarity in the world, the principle of opposites. Left and right, up and down, in and out, hot and cold, black and white, north and south. One could not exist without the other. Thankfully, we were given the gift of choice. When sent down here onto Earth, we get to choose which end of the spectrum of polarities we'd like to be based on most of the time. Because we become what we think about most of the time, in the words of Brian Tracy. So we do have that gift to decide. Unlike trees who are stuck in one spot, but trees, for example, they always reach their fullest potential. Human beings who are not stationary, who are not stuck in one place, there's a limitless amount of different locations which we could be present at in this one present moment. All you have to do is close your eyes. That might sound silly, but if you look around, the universe is basically limitless. There's so many trees around me at the moment, I could not count how many trees. As to the amount of leaves far out, I couldn't count how many leaves. There's just too many. So the earth is abundant in nature, and we all know who the creator of heaven and earth is. If the earth is abundant in nature, and we are here on earth as his children, that would mean that there is an aspect in our human nature which is limitless as well. Now, if we were to take a look at ourselves, all human beings around the world, everyone is different, yet everyone is equal. Quite paradoxical of life, emphasizing the two opposites. No one being the same, but no one's better than the other. Because there's a day in which we are born and there's a day in which we die. Those 2 points in time, we can think of them as markers, start and the end, and they don't really matter. What matters is the time in between those 2 points in time and what we do with that time with regards to using our energy. Because really all we have is time and energy. We need to use those two things, time and energy, in particular ways which create value. Use your energy and your time to create value for people. Basically solutions to their problems. Provide them with a solution and they exchange it for cash. So here we are, all different, yet all equal. Unfortunately, many different influences around us have caused us to turn competitive against ourselves, which is the wrong approach to life because we are creative in nature. So if we were to compete, we would be admitting to the fact that there isn't enough to go around because you're competing for a particular outcome, for example. Rather, we need to be creative in our approach to whatever it is we want to achieve in this lifetime, because we are creative beings. The creator of heaven and earth, we are his children. So that would make us co-creators. What we need to do now is use your creative imagination. Now, everything about a human being is limited. The days you have here on earth, they're numbered. Everything else is limited. The only thing about a human being which is limitless is our imagination. Now we need to use our creative imagination and come up with the ideal reality which we desire to experience. Because our imagination is limitless. Essentially, we need to use our imagination to determine a way in which we can serve the marketplace. The marketplace being the whole entire world. Every human being here on earth. We need to use our imagination to be able to determine a problem which a lot of people are facing, and yet again use our imagination to create a solution to solve that problem. And then turn that solution into an offer and find ways to get that solution in the form of an offer across to the people who are facing that particular problem.